Hello everybody. Welcome to my April wrap up. We're just gonna try to focus on the fact that it's not Maine. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay. I had a really super reading month, good reading month in April. Oh, and I know this is a really side topic and all that, but I got a couple bracelets a little while ago. Isn't it cute? These are little shamrocks, and these are little turtles. Aren't they cute? Okay, man, I quit showing off random stuff. Okay. The first book I finished in April was Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I am not as in love with her books as some other people. You can love them all you want, but to me it was just like another contemporary. I mean, both people or one of the couples has a, tragic or sad background and blah blah, But I still gave it 3 stars because it did have its moments, and I did like the characters. Just the story was just so. I've read it before, but anyway, it has nothing. I'm not knocking the writing style or nothing. I'm just saying the formulas, Next one I finished read was Wait for You by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Helps your brain work when you go like that. It's one of her new. No, it's not new adult. I think it's new adult. I don't know. Maybe it's adult. I think, yeah, it's new adult. And I rated it 3 stars because most of the time I like the guy character more than the girl character. So, and there's always that point in the theme where they could have solved all their issues if they had just communicated trope that never happens in books, ever. Anyway. Gave that 3 stars. Okay, I'm going to lump this. I'm just going to say which ones I read, and I'll give you the titles in the description, because otherwise we'll be here all night. I finished the Max Payne Chronicles. Read several of them. And I finished the Shadowhunter Academy short stories. So... Anyway, so I'm just going to tell you which ones I read and then the stars I gave them. Not the titles, so I'll just leave that in the description. I read the Bane Chronicles 4 through 11, 11 being the voicemails of Magnus Bane, which is freaking hilarious. And for Shadowhunter Academy, I read 8, 9, and 10, just finished it up. So, okay, I'll just give you the ratings right quick. Sorry I'm looking at this, but look at all that. Like, I'm gonna remember. Okay, I gave, I think, all of them 4 stars. I gave one 5-star. Angels Twice Descending, which is the last Shadowhunter one, I gave that 5 stars. But all the other Magnus Bane ones and Shadowhunter ones, I gave 4 stars. Okay, the next book I finished, my second Colleen Hoover book, Confess, gave that one 2.5 stars. For reasons. If you want said reasons, I will elaborate in the comments. But, yeah. Communication, people. Okay, and trying to find the next book I wrote, because I wrote down like every single one here. Yeah. Wait a second. Give me a moment. Okay. Night Broken by Patricia Briggs. which is the ninth book. Wait, no, eighth book in the Mercy Thompson series. And I gave that 3.5 stars. Decent. I'm sorry I'm looking at this all the time, but seriously, people, you just saw what's on the written down. And the next book after that, was Rain of Shadows by Sophie Jordan, which I think has been talked about here on BookTube, but I actually love that book. So many books recommended that are hyped on BookTube, and I'm like, meh. I sank a little baby sheep when I did it. Meh. Sorry, my allergies are acting up seriously for the last couple days. I have nothing that really works on it, so. I gave that 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. Good characters. Like the concept. And if I say one more time, you know, it's in case you haven't heard about it, I'll give you a brief summary. Like this, it's about this not kingdom. It's just like this world, or what you want to call it, that's like been stuck in darkness for what, 16, 15, 20 years, something like that. And the main girl, which I can't remember right now because I had to turn the book back. She's blind, so that's a different. That's not really giving away the story plot at all. That's just, it's kind of rare for a character to have that kind of handicap in a young adult book. But you couldn't even tell until they said something like the way she was acting and the way she's had adjusted, because she'd been like that like her whole life. They really didn't notice until they said something like, oh. So that's a good job on the author's part. I've read a series by Sophie Jordan before, the Firelight trilogy, the dragon one. Didn't really like that because the girl was like putting too much emphasis on her boyfriend, which I don't like. So yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. So I heard Rain of Shadows, go, that sounds interesting. I'll, check it out, read it. Liked it, so that's all I have to say about that for now. Unless you guys want me to do a book talk, then I'd have to check the book out again. Or, because I don't have the funds to be buying books right now. Next book I read and finished, was Starflight by Melissa Landers. Gave that a 4 also. It was about this girl who's a criminal. She has the tattoos on her. This has been talked about a little bit on BookTube too, is on her knuckles. And she has this whole scheme thing to, and got this guy who she wasn't on good terms with at school to be her slave, and then a whole bunch of stuff happens after that. It's adventure in space, people. I'm not big into space books, but this was fun. And sometimes you just need fun. Yet again, I don't remember the character names right at this moment because the books, I can't look it up on the book because, yet again, I had to turn it back. If you want more details, I'll as usual leave the title and the author down there. I know people leave good links and all that, but I don't really use good reads. I don't, not that much. I do it old-fashioned way, but write everything down in notebooks and stuff, old school. But I can find the links for you if you want. I mean, just let me know. And the next book I finished was Fire Touched by Patricia Briggs, which is Mercy Thompson book 9, which that's a newer release. I think came out, February or March, something like that. Not that long ago. I gave that 3.5 stars. The last couple of Mercy Thompson books have gotten a little weird. I'm not going to say why, but how. But most of it's normal, then they'll throw in a couple of weird curveballs in there. Like, that's interesting. kind of confused for a moment, but then you get straightened out later, so. I can't go into too much detail because book 9 in the series. And next book I finished was Siege and Storm, which is by Lee Bardugo, which is the second book in the trilogy, which took me a while to finish because I tend to read multiple books, and sometimes some books get lost in the shuffle, or sometimes I'm just not in the mood to read certain books, so just put them to the side and then bring them back out when I feel like it, kind of thing. I gave that three stars. I'm not in love with any of the characters. I actually like Mal. I know nobody else does, but I hate the Darkling. Nikolai's okay, but for Lena, no. That's just my 2 cents. That's not telling who she ends up with. That's just me saying, like, all three. Why do all these girls in these books have, like, 3, 4, 5 options for guys, and us normal girls can't get even one interested, let alone a decent one? Yeah, can tell it's fiction. Yeah. Get back on track. I know. And last book I read last month, was Rogue by Julie Kagawa, which is Talon book 2 of the I don't know, it's not actually a trilogy. I heard somewhere that it's going to be a series, but I thought it was a trilogy, so I don't know. I guess I could look up on her website and see if it says anything, but anyway. I gave that, I wasn't sure whether to give it 3.5 or 4. I'm kind of torn, because really parts that I like, really, really like, but then they have the dangerous stupid trope of the YA female, the lead female in the book, being an idiot. Like, please stop. Not all teenage girls have, those issues. I didn't. Come on. Don't stereotype people or age groups or whatever. Everybody's different. That's my lecture of the week. Okay, so just to round it up, I read 9 books and 11 short stories or novellas, ebooks, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, I had a lot of free time and I read a lot. But to be fair, the short stories are, short, so. So that's what I read this month, and I wish I could make this more exciting, do something different with this. I don't know. If you have any cool suggestions, leave them in the description box, and feel free to chat. I do not bite, y'all. I've been encouraging you guys to, come on, let's talk in the comments. So, that's it for this wrap up, and peace.